Yo, welcome to ShareTreck. This is Raj here. Friends, I've been watching the markets closely, so I thought I'll share whatever I've been looking at just in case you find it interesting or maybe you have some pointers for me. So look at the video from that point of view. That said, again, these are all my personal opinions and not financial advice. I'm going to talk about a bunch of stocks that I'm watching today, and those happen to be NVDA, Microsoft, Tesla, AMD, SMCI, PLTR, and Netflix. I'm going to say what it is that I'm seeing out there, what I'm planning to do with them, and I'd like to invite your feedback. That's it. Let's get started. Welcome back, friends. Here we are in the TradingView platform, and we are looking at the chart for NVIDIA. Each of these candles is a one-day candle. Remember, yesterday I was saying that this particular candle that we have out here indicates that there is heavy buying support for NVIDIA. The sellers tried to push the price down, but it promptly came up, and it ended up in a narrow candle body. So that pressure seems to have been put on the opposite side. Buyers tried to buy, and there were a lot of sellers. So today it's going the opposite way, but not as strong as the one which we experienced yesterday. So right now at around 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we have a long upper wick and a small candle body and a very small lower wick, which has found support at 173.73. So it's more or less neutralized, and I think we are waiting. We are going to be in this consolidation pattern until we get the earnings on the 27th of August, 2025, which happens to be next Wednesday. So nothing much is going to happen out here, in my opinion. And let us go on to have a look at the next share that I want to talk about. That was Microsoft. So I have MSFT. And I had been into MSFT a bit too early, and the share kept on going up. Microsoft kept on going up, but now it's on a downward trend. This is the diagonal line of resistance, and we continue to move downwards. We have a gain of 0.01% today, and the candle is green because we opened much lower and we came up. But I'm of the opinion that by the time we end the day, we'll probably end flat, maybe a thin candle like the one that you see here, or a slightly positive. One of those two things might happen, but not much is going to change. Maybe a consolidation pattern, because what happens to NVIDIA is going to impact everybody else. And even before that, what Fed Chairman Powell says is going to impact everybody. So I would think that yesterday's close is the vicinity in which we are going to be traveling until end of the day today, and maybe next week also we'll be trading in those ranges. That's my opinion, unless something earth-shattering happens, like a new mega trade deal or reversal of tariffs or sudden declaration of peace between Russia and Ukraine, something like that. So if none of those things happen, we're going to consolidate in that narrow range, here to what Fed Powell has to say tomorrow, and then Monday we'll see some action. That said, let's look at the other stock I want to talk about, which is Tesla. Now, Tesla is hanging around this minor line of support that I drew yesterday. Let me make this line a bit thicker so you can see it here. And this line happens to be at 321.63, and Tesla is right now at 322.08. Momentarily, it had gone below this, and it has come back again. There is indecision out there. It's a doji candle. Again, the Fed decision is something that I would blame this lack of activity for. But the most important thing to note here is that we are still below yesterday's close. We are at negative 0.60%, and our MACD is bearish. Momentum is below average. And the market sentiment, which was mildly bullish, is now kind of moderating away. So markets are not too strong, don't have a very strong opinion either way for Tesla. There is a slight positive bias at this point of time. And I want to talk about AMD, which is very important. We have this reverse double tops. I would not say reverse, it's the double top out here. Double top is a bearish sign. And to find the price target, what we do is we take the length of the double top from one of the top to the neckline, the neckline in this case is this red line of resistance that we have drawn here. It's at 163.27. So if we close below 163.27 today, and also close below 163.27 tomorrow, then we would be able to say that the double bottom has the double top has been triggered, and in which event I think our target is going to be exactly at this line of support at 143.81. This is the potential target of the double top. Now, double top, the probability that we might achieve this target depends on the market trend. If it's a bearish market, double tops will more often than not come true. In a bullish market, double tops are difficult to predict. But at this point of time, there is a lot of indecision, waiting for the Fed, waiting for the results from NVDA and their forward-looking statements. So at this point of time, double top is not a sure thing, but if it did get triggered, then our target is likely to be 143.70. Then I wanted to talk about SMCI as well. As you know, I have got SMCZ. I've been shorting this, and it's in the positive right now. And we can see that SMCI has continued falling down. This was a bear flag, and then this is the new flagpole, and we have new bear flag getting formed. So we didn't reach the full potential of this bear flag, which means that the market is not as weak for SMCI as we would have expected. But when you look at the sentiment out here, it's bearish sentiment. MACD is also bearish, and momentum is very weak. So the downward journey continues, and we're going to find support at around 38.87. Then the other stock that I want to talk about is Palantir. So if you look at Palantir, yesterday I said that the markets tried to sell off, but buyers came in and pushed it up. So this is a strong reversal sign. So yesterday, the buyers defended the stock at 152.14. Today, they are defending it, at least so far, at around 3 o'clock. They are defending it at 156.96. I don't know where it will end at the end of the day, but this is very remarkable, which means there's a lot of demand for Palantir, and it's quite possible. I wouldn't be surprised if Palantir starts traveling along this line of support from the previous bull channel, and I'm going to mark this as a line of resistance. So it could travel below this line of resistance, trying to break out into it. So this is looking good from the perspective of the candles. But when I look at the momentum, it's very weak. It's below average. When I look at MACD, it's bearish. And when I look at market sentiment, it's very bearish. So overall, those aspects kind of offset the bullishness that I see in the price action out here today. We'll have to see what happens in the next few days to see if we are forming a bull channel just under this diagonal line of resistance. If that is the case, it would be interesting. Or are we forming a bear flag? We could also be forming a bear flag out here. So I'm going more with the bear flag thesis right now, given the fact that MACD, market sentiment, and momentum, all of them are indicating bearishness. So that's what I wanted to talk about Palantir. And I want to show you something very interesting, and that is with Netflix. So let's look at Netflix. Where is Netflix? NFLX. Okay, here we are. So in Netflix, what I'm seeing is a pattern which we have seen before. It's the cup and handle pattern. Let me just take out the arc. It's a perfect cup and handle pattern in development. It's not yet ready. It's not been triggered, but the cup is ready. The handle is in the formation. If the handle forms, and if it goes beyond the neckline, this is the neckline, and the neckline is at around 1,245. If it goes beyond the neckline, then it will trigger the cup and handle, and then we can draw a target. I'm not going to draw the target right now because it will jinx us. The other thing I'm looking at is that we are creating a bull flag out here. So even the bull flag could go upward. It could break out on the upside. But to determine a bull flag, I need more than 3 candles. 3 is not enough. So we'll have to see. We wait and see what happens. But I'm going to watch Netflix to see if we get the cup and handle triggered, or if the bull flag gets a breakout on the upside, both of which are bullish signals. However, on the other side, if I look at the market sentiment, it is bearish. It was highly bearish before, but it has improved significantly. It's bearish to neutral right now. And MACD is bullish, just above the signal line, ready to cross over to the bearish side. And momentum is just about average. It could fall below average anytime. It's a Goldilocks situation out here. So I'd like to watch this for another 3 or 4 days to see if there is any opportunity for us. One more stock I want to talk about is Rigetti. Now, there's a possibility that Rigetti could fall below this horizontal line of resistance support. Let me call this a support out here. And this horizontal line of support is at 13.86. If it did, then I would think that it's going to trigger a double top. And then we would potentially be aiming for a support of 9.88. So I'm holding on to it. If it comes to that, then I would reconsider whether it would be interesting to get back into RGTI, having sold it off at a loss at $16.10. So can I recoup the loss by getting more cash in, by paying less cash to buy the same amount of shares that I sold off earlier? So that's my play out there. So friends, that's what I wanted to talk to you about. And I'd like to hear from you. Just put your thoughts. What are you doing in the market now? Are you shorting something, or are you selling some calls? I'd be interested to know. And give me any theories you got, put it in the comment section. Catch up with you again in the next video. Bye for now.